rescue
Okay, good.
Then what?
I'd like to
You want to
see.
keep her
I mean, I
safe,
guess Armor Krog.
correct?
I have yet to play that, but I
Would you
want to
seek
see
stop her pilgrimage?
more stop motion,
Of
good,
course.
it's like stop motion games.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Continues this fool
Like if the
pilgrimage,
Robot
she
Chicken
will
studio did just like a game
die.
that
Sorry
would
if you killed her
be really
yourself.
cool.
No harebrained law or teaching could send my little niece to her death. When I save her, I'll make her give up being a summoner quicker than a desert melts ice.
Even against her will?
Better than a dog's death. And I'll take down anyone who don't agree.
You are the captain.
Good. Then it's settled.
Yeah, it seems like the Albed are the only other ones who developed zipper tech.
Yeah. I was about to say, I hope Zippy develops a relationship with that pack with Fanny. The pack on Sid's back.
Zippy and Fanny.
Yeah.
That makes her our bed, right?
As they're going to fight Sin one last time, they're just holding zippers.
Yuna's Yuna, right?
I'll come back, Fanny, I promise.
I like that fucking Wakka has to deal with this stuff. He's like, he's becoming a little woke, and it really hurts. It's kind of like when someone's ripping you out of a dream and you're not ready.
Yeah.
We rescue you.
But there's still that part of him that wants to believe in Yevon, and so being on this airship is the greatest of blasphemies.
Yuna won't give up her pilgrim.
So he's hurt on every possible spectrum.
Vitran! Verfolgt Yuna!
Frana.
Effen Krufui!
She's getting married, brother.
It looks like a really, really good ceremony, brother.
Real tasteful, I must say. It looks like some money was spent, but not like too much, like just enough, you know, to make it all just work. It just works. I can't describe it any other way. It just works. Her dress is a little elaborate.
Where was that? The palace of Saint Bevel, heart of Yevon.
Gramps, let's move!
I'm 40.
Easy.
I know shit.
Pavel's defenses are top
I'm in the
notch.
best shape of my life. Who you calling
What's the
Gramps?
matter,
Look at these fucking
Scared?
shoulders.
Yuna's there, so we go and get her! And that's all!
You got guts. Carlo can do Pavel. Fib, come on, get it.
Look!
Oh shit, he put in the Sum 41 album this
Yeah.
time.
Wild to get
Yeah.
to Pavel.
I don't even fucking remember who made Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
I think that's Blink 182.
I think it is Blink 182.
I just, no matter how like cool I become with the fact that there's music in the world that I don't
Yeah.
like that other people like, there are still some bands that I will
There's some
actively
bands,
hate,
yeah.
like Blink 182. Warren,
What's
you're
Seymour
gonna
doing
tell us how to
alive?
get out of here, right?
What is Seymour doing alive?
Take care of him in Macalania?
I wish they mispronounced that every time they brought it up. I wish always it got more and
Didn't
more
we take care
ridiculous.
of him in Macaroon?
Malabalabala. It just starts being like question marks in parentheses.
Didn't we kill him in Phantom of the Candelabra?
Must be trying to send him.
Wonder if that'll
Well,
work.
she's doing a shit job of it. I agree.
Perhaps he won't expect it.
That's the trick. You wait until the wedding night, and then she's like, "All right, I'm gonna take this dress off now, but I want it works best if you see it all at once. So put on this blindfold." And Seymour's like, "Oh, tantalizing," and then he puts it on. And then Yuna just starts doing the send, and he's like, "Oh wait, what the fuck? No!
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, I'm going. I'm doing my ghost thing. Here I go."
You're gonna go, brother. You're gonna fucking.
Oh, we should save
Oh, okay.
because, well,
Something gonna happen.
potentially.
I wish that Wakka and brother had a interesting relationship where Wakka's always saying "brudda,"
Yeah.
and brother's always like "huh," oh. And then they like, then they have like a good
I
laugh.
wish, yeah, I
they
wish
get
it, yeah. just fucking close cuts to their faces. They're just pointing at each other with great big round rosy cheeks.
And then that's how Wakka learns to get over his fucking racism.
Yeah.
We are being attacked from within. Some of the Guado that attacked home must have snuck on board.
How? There was one door.
Calm about it.
I am calm about most things.
Fiends.
Unless
has
it's
nothing to do
spiders, and then the
with
spider
Yeah.
comes in from out of screen. And
Yeah.
he's
You gotta learn a little restraint, Pops. If you crash the ship, we can't go rescue Uni. Leave the fiends to us professionals.
That's a pose.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And for some reason, only her lower body was moving. It's really weird.
Yeah.
You've made
There's
some
this
very
like
good friends,
these
I
types of
Good luck.
I don't know how to explain it. Like, let's say you're posing or animating a 3D model, and you can essentially go, is the arm going to be led from the shoulder, or is it going to be led from the wrist? And it looked like something like that went on, where it was like just set weird, so that just her lower body was doing the animations and not the top.
Oh, wait, real quick. Let me do this. We got a whole bunch of equipment. Probably see if any of that's good. And that's death. And as I've probably said before, fuck death. No, wait, that's Demi. I've definitely said fuck Demi.
Yeah. I'm just going to have your... Or Demi, just regular Demi in this game, does it do half or quarter?
I think it's quarter. I think there's a version that might do half. Maybe it is half. I plumb forget. Oh, fuck it, just defend. I get Wakka out here, test out his new equipment.
Ooh.
Yo, eat this, huh?
Fuck. And you have so much time to do it.
Yeah.
I can just be more patient.
Yeah, it's like, but you don't want to wait. You're just like, fuck. Stupid, kill the
Yeah,
fuck
at
out
least
one.
it's still a big hit on something.
Farewell.
Alright, Orin. You've been eating your vegetables. That, okay. Well, no, they did this in Wild Arms. I was going to say, I want an RPG where the stat increasing items
Yeah.
are just healthy foods, but I remembered,
Yeah.
oh, there were those apples in Wild Arms.
It's just force feed.
Coming back here to save, because I did all that customizing. For once. Probably the only time this playthrough will need to do any real customizing.
Yeah.
Because right before we get to the final boss, I'm going to switch over to my other playthrough, where we're a party of gods.
Nice.
It's basically Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. We'll go Super Saiyan, Titus, Super Saiyan.
That guy's been warming up for a while.
That particular hip crease is very tight. Oh, sorry. Oh, you're in the worst
We'll leave
fucking
the other
spot.
departments to you.
Gosh, I wonder if this is the boss. Oh, there's a save share right there. Of course.
Oh, now. Oh.
Yeah, it is the boss.
Now there's a rare sight.
He's so nonplussed.
Whoa, that's huge.
Huh.
Oh, look at that fucking Death Beast.
What is that?
Oh, that's Death Beast.
Guardian worm, Evray. The great
Shit.
sacred
Yeah.
beast, protector of Bavel.
I can't wait till we fight the zombie version.
The red carpet has teeth.
Oren, you just got
That
cool
means we're
shit to
close
say.
Bavel.
Riku, you read me?
I like you, Owen.
We're gonna fight that thing. Get on deck and show him what you got.
I wish she just kept walking closer and closer to the camera.
There he goes
Gets
again.
so close that when she bonks her head, it leaves like a smudge.
Yeah. The ferryman... Oren, stop saying cool shit! The ferryman asks a high price. Do you have anything new at all?
Open the hatch. We fight.
Oh, we have to talk to you.
Evray is truly mighty. Be well prepared.
True.
By which I mean... By, yeah, there we go, Wakka.
If we lose, you'll die too, buddy.
I have faith in your victory.
Gee, thanks.
Does Titus have... No, he does not. Oh, fuck, he's still a ways from Heiska. Jesus. Never mind.
That'll be cool.
The Heiska is a game changer. Just, hey, all you chuckle fucks, here you go.
It's like you get to that point and it's like, hey, you got a handle on this,
Yeah.
so why don't you just speed things up a bit?
But the game is well balanced with its difficulty because by that point you need Hastka. The game is balanced around the tools that you have.
Makes sense. It's like a theme that I keep noticing in this game is that it's like it forces you to have to use the shit that's
Yeah.
available.
This is a rad boss.
It's not just load up your party with materia and
Yeah,
fuck
exactly.
everything up.
It's not just equip the biggest sword. Probably keep Riku in front as our pocket
We
healer.
gotta keep our distance, boys, but we can't let her get too far away. Y'all have to tell me when to move.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But tell me quick, huh? This rig ain't so nimble, you hear?
It's a bit nerve-wracking because I think this is the first boss we've had to fight where we haven't had summons on our side.
Yeah. It's weird to me the Brotherhood is held that way with the hook forward. I mean, it makes sense,
Yeah.
but it also just makes it seem like a much more cruel of a weapon, you know?
It does, doesn't it? So you use Titus and Riku to move the ship back and forth.
Ah.
Yeah. So you can see Sid is on our action menu there with his little grin right up top. If I give him a command now, the next time it gets to him, he'll move the ship back. Well, no,
I see. So you
he'll
have to
acknowledge
plan it
Yeah,
out.
you have to plan it
Okay.
out. So if I look at this, Titus and Riku can give commands. So if I look at this, right now, right now I can give him a command. Well, no, I can haste up Titus. He'll be fast enough to give Sid a command. What does this thing lead to? Nothing.
Oh,
okay.
boy.
Maybe I can bio it. Oh, what's this do? It says poison breath. Oh, that's the other thing it does. If you're close to it like this, you can get hit by its poison breath attack. But if you pull back, you'll be immune to that. Because it'll be too far away. But then you can't attack it with anyone but walk. Fuck you. just straight up.
Yeah, you dick. What are you doing being prepared?
Jesus, Orin.
Fuck, man.
So I'm gonna give it a command to pull back.
Go back! Farther away!
How do you know when it's gonna do poison breath? Like it just happens?
I
or-
believe it warns you. The same way that certain bosses will be like, oh, Anima is gathering energy or something like that.
It just flies up. Oh shit.
Yeah. I wonder if I can throw a grenade at it from here. Damn it. So we use luck. Orin can hit this thing super hard, it'll be worth it.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Just, I'd like to see
Photon's
one.
throw shit.
I'd like to see one Orin fucking
Oh,
crit.
that's not bad at all. Nerd.
Just a minute.
So if you don't give him a command by the time his turn comes up, will just nothing happen?
Yeah, it'll just pass without... He might be able to fire missiles from time to time. In at least one of these fights, he can have him fire missiles. That might be later, though. Steal from you.
Yeah, Orin. Get as many chances as you can to hit it real hard.
Alright, Titus, you're our nominal leader. What's the plan? Oh, hit it real hard? Fine.
Just stab it, guys.
It's not immune to that. Cool.
Nice.
I believe it's rearing up for that poison.
Oh, okay.
That's what that means. So... This is bad.
Yeah, because you can't.
He doesn't have a move coming up.
You can't slow it.
Wait, I might be able to slow it enough. No, I can't even. If I can slow it down, though, it's worth it.
Oh,
It missed? Fuck off. Orin hit it really hard. Really fast.
Jeez, Wakka.
Wakka's starting to get it pretty hard now, too. Oh, wait, Titus's weapon has an element on it.
Ah, that's why it's doing like
Yeah.
that.
Shit.
Ooch.
You know what? Shit, though, his health. Fuck. Fuck.
And poisoned, right?
Yeah.
So,
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No steel. Albed potion. Cures poison, silence, and petrification. Yeah, those are powerful. That's good stuff. That's what Papa needs. Fuck, but Orin still has it. That's a problem. Okay, you know what? Orin can spend a turn healing himself. Somewhere. There we go. Because Orin can just solve this fight right now.
if he just,
If he just attacks. Well, almost.
Oh, cool.
Let's use another potion. Another delicious Albed potion. Wakka, do whatever. I don't care. You're here for moral support more than anything. There we go. I just have to get to be. I think I just have to get it beneath that 10,000 HP threshold. I think Orin is that strong now. Stone Gaze? What the hell? Shit. Thank God.
Yeah, it just slaps Riku. That'd suck.
And I believe it. I think if that were to happen, that slot would be impossible to fill.
Oh, that really sucks.
Yeah. Throw 10 grand up. Damn.
Just 1,000.
Yeah. It hurt a little bit.
It's just upset. You're just throwing that money around. How many people could have used that? You could have, like, bought food or something.
There we go.
Whoa.
Not quite 10,000, but still good.
This does, like, a big old
Also-
home run swing.
Also, this thing has one of those mouths like those worms in Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Guys, it took the whole thing. Guys, it took the whole team to bring that thing down. And then Kimari's just in the corner. Oh, Kimari, always second stringer.
Hey, Copperville!
Black magic.
Gorgon Gaze. Ooh,
Probably does some stone.
stone, yeah. See, I like things like petrification and instant death on weapons.
So it's like, if you're Titus and you do stone gaze on your sword, so you attack thing, and you turn it into stone, then if you're so quick, you get one more attack
Yeah.
in, and it just really does some damage, right? Or does it kill it?
I think in this one, petrification would just kill it instantly. For your party, it's like a gameplay contrivance that, well, you get one turn to deal with it. Seems to be a bit of a social disparity in Spira. That certain cities just can get much bigger.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, Bavel doesn't seem like it's worried about sin. I don't think they would have had time to build this great big balustrade if they thought sin was going to attack. That was the biggest veil in all of Bavel. Do you like it?
We can make it bigger.
Oh my god, this reminded me of one of my favorite stories from the Norse myths. So Thor's hammer gets stolen at one point by some giants, and they're like, "Oh, if you want it back, I want to marry Freya because it's like the king of the giants who stole it." And they're like, "Well, fuck you! You're not marrying Freya, but it's Mjolnir. They got to get it back." And so Loki hatches a plan where he disguises Thor as a woman.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Okay, you're gonna pretend to be Freya, and then when you get the opportunity, you're gonna snatch your hammer back, and then you're gonna do your Thor thing, because Thor loves nothing more than killing giants."
Yeah.
And so they go to the party, and I'm imagining it being Thor just wearing a veil across his big fuck-all red beard.
It's basically like this fucking JoJo plan.
Yeah, it's basically JoJo's plan from fucking part 2, except it works because he's like, he's super strong, and the giant's like, oh, I like a strong woman. And he's eating all this food and beer and shit. He's like, oh, I like a woman with an appetite. And then, I don't remember how it's written exactly, but Thor reveals his identity, and imagine he just, like, snatches off the veil, and it's like, ha ha!
They're like, whoa! They still don't get it because they're, like, used to kind of really bearded, manly, big women.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, wait, what?
And then Thor snatches up his hammer, and he just murders everyone. That's how about a quarter of those stories end. Thor grabbed his hammer and murdered all the giants.
Look at this radical shit.
This is so radical.
I'm surprised there isn't an infinite runner of this.
Don't give them ideas. Fuck. They made all the bravest. They're capable of anything.
And so you're sliding on these long cables, right? And then you can call in, like, summons and shit if you collect enough spheres.
Yeah.
And... Oh, they both got
Tuna!
model eyes.
Alright guys, hold on just a second, I gotta take care of some business. Yeah, Orin doesn't give a shit about your physical attacks. Learn that mug.
His mug just steal with damage? Or,
Yeah. She's not doing much damage, but I'd rather her do anything than nothing and be able to steal. 9 mug was surprisingly useless because it was like a fraction of your actual attack power. There we go. Alright guys. I haven't watched the best friends playthrough of 10, but I think they died in this moment. Which is why I have the controller, because it can be...
Yeah.
It's one of those moments that can be kind of dangerous. This guy especially, I think, because he can burn us all.
I feel like one thing I wish that Final Fantasy could have figured out is to make... I mean, they make it kind of helpful that you can kill those robots at steel, but they never really make it necessary.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I wish they... You would think, especially in 9, that the protagonist is a thief, they would have made it a little bit more of a necessary feature. And it feels like they were kind of going that way here. They're like, how can we make it a little bit more useful than just stealing shit? But yeah, it's something that I never have seen resolved, is like making steal just more than like, well, we have a spare turn.
Yeah, steal often loses its utility after a while. There isn't even always good things to steal, and steal often misses so frequently that, for me at least, I just give up on it.
It's like, what do you do? Like, oh, I'm gonna waste a turn stealing to get a potion, maybe? I miss the steal, get attacked, so now I'm like in the hole. Like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Essentially, you're getting that potion to bring you, give yourself a surplus of overall HP that you could possibly have, and then if it doesn't work out, then it's just like, fuck.
It's more helpful in the Final Fantasies like 9, where you can look at the enemy and see exactly what they have. But even then, it's often like, well, I mean, if they could do something with it, they could maybe give it more of a combat focus, or make it more... Just give it more utility.
Like, yeah, I don't know, I guess...
Like, if you play a Fallout game, the ability to steal and pickpocket from enemies and NPCs alike, it has massive utility. Because sometimes it's like, well, this you can find this boss just hanging out someplace, and if you're able to sneak up on him, you can steal this important item from him now, and then when you encounter him later, he doesn't have that item.
Yeah.
And that's something that the good Fallout games, i.e. the old isometric ones, did all the time. Because they wanted to encourage you to use every tool available to you in different ways. So you can just play that game as a thief who just sneaks around doing shit, and it's like, oh, you stole, the guy's the core from his power armor or whatever, so when the fight starts, he's like, what? I can't move. And then you basically just turn him into chum.
Like, if you could steal armor from these enemies, but I guess that would kind of, negate things like power break. If you could
Oh, sure.
steal a sword so that the...
But if they made it something interactable, it'd be something that you had to earn. Like if you went to steal and it's like, okay, you can... Oop, don't attack your own guy. If you went to steal from them and it's like, okay, you can steal, but now you have to do this thing, like how, with the limit breaks, they all have their own little gimmicks that you need to do. Even something as simple as mixing, it's like, well, what do I mix? What's going to happen if I put these together versus these? They could easily do that with Riku, like giving her like steel, mug, and then I don't know, give maybe a third ability called sabotage. It's like her own version of the power break abilities, except maybe it's unique to each boss, so that when you get to it, it's going to have its own unique version of the same minigame. So it's not just a matter of memorizing the buttons for Auron's abilities. Say it's something you really need to figure out and learn on the fly.
It's like or even if there was just items that you couldn't get, like, I don't know, like, let's say resources were a little bit more scarce and you don't really have that many opportunities to find high potions or something, but these enemies always carry them, so you want to bring them out and steal that. Or this character has this thing that essentially is putting a shield over their party, so if you bring out Riku, she can steal that thing that's casting a shield, and now you can get in, or I don't know, just something. It just would have been nice, because I always like the idea of a thief character, but they never really. It's just like
they don't explore it very much. It's usually just you steal. In 5, the thief job class had a lot of secondary abilities associated with it, which made it. I don't know how the best friends died there. Throwing shade at at our rival. In 5, the thief job class had a lot of Keenock, you have a gun. The thief job class had a lot of passive abilities, but very few of those translated into combat.
Yeah, I always bring it back to Bravely Default, where it's like, they just really focus on the thief's speed.
Yeah.
Which is really cool, which I like.
In that RPG idea that kicks around in my head all the time, I imagine it being like a 2-character sort of deal, and not like a fighter, but the main character. One of them is melee focused, but more agile and more like an acrobat than anything. And I imagine having a more complicated thieving mechanism. What's going on?
You would play at marriage just for a chance to send me? Your resolve is admirable. All the more fitting to be my lovely one.
Well, yeah, that's basically where he went with that.
I was just thinking, like, come on, guys, you've had enemies shoot you before. Don't be afraid of these guns. And then I'm like, well, Titus does have a gun in his face, and he doesn't really seem to give a shit. So that is pretty cool.
Do you not value your friends' lives?
Not really. Well, maybe not that one.
She's like strapless and no back. Like, that's like not even coming around her rib cage. It's just sort of there.
The choice is yours.
It's like the one article of clothing that doesn't have like belts or buckles or anything, but it's still just like, how's it on?
It's held on by pure friction, I think.
It's actually painted.
And it's entirely edible. They animated her staff falling way too fast there.
No ease out of that.
Oh, I'm sad, Titus.
What's your deal?
Summon Shiva. Shiva wouldn't deal with this shit. Shiva wouldn't have time for this asshole. With his gross fingernails. Ew, his lips even look like slugs. Wakka needs to shave.
I haven't been home in a while, brother. They got like fucking bayonets.
Yeah.
Tied to their guns. They have this giant, fucking beautiful city, but they got like World War II weapons.
Well, presumably most of their guns are from 1,000 years ago.
is for Yevon.
Oh, yeah, that's always the
It's
easiest.
always a justification,
Yeah.
isn't it?
There are exceptions.
When it's convenient, you see.
Orin's like, yeah, get this fucking thing over
Yeah.
with. Are you kidding me?
Orin doesn't give a fuck.
Throw down your weapons. Let them go. Or else.
I pull off my own thumb. I'm doing it. Oh my gosh, she's doing it.
Oh man, she's got really good boots right now.
Yeah, she does. Yuna just has really good boots. Just real good taste in boots.
That was like her one thing. Fine, I'll get married, but the dress has to come with boots.
Mm-hmm. Well, her old pair was wearing out. They're like halfway to Xanarkand, and, you know, that's a good 500 miles. You're only supposed to put 300 to 400 miles on a pair of shoes.
I wish that Titus just really laid in like 100% of everything he got, just one solid punch into that guy's face.
Oh,
just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like really just wound up, like put all of his like 120 pounds of it
Yeah.
into it.
You have cooties and you're gross. I know.
Did you brush your teeth this week? We don't believe in that.
Believe.
The Guado don't believe in brushing our teeth. We're a bunch of mush mouths. We consider root canals a sign of beauty. How would you even know you've had root canals? A true Guado knows. We just know.
Yuna!
Well, she's dead.
Jeez, how many times have characters fallen off of like super high buildings in Final Fantasy?
Oh, jeez. That's another one. That's another one count, isn't it?
Yeah.
How many times has an airship risen from underground? How many final bosses do you fight in a nebulous void? How many times has a character fallen from a high building and just been fine? Hooray!
Cover your eyes!
Stares directly at it. I wish he didn't cover his eyes. I wish he just kept staring at the flash and screaming.
And then the white fades out and he's still just staring at it and screaming.
Let me go! I'm gonna kill that Seymour!
Yuna said leave. We leave.
We'll join up with her later.
This is the worst shot.
It
Are you
is.
kidding me? Like just
And
carpet?
it doesn't make sense. Or is each character just standing there waiting to say their bit and then running? Like, what's happening?
Beauty go.
Bevel Palace is temple. Yuna goes to one place only.
The Chamber of the Faith!
Want to get to the chamber, or should we call it there?
I don't know. We could probably call it. It's been a while.
Yeah,
like
we've got like 3 hours tonight.
Yeah.
Cool. After they have their little revelation that, oh no, there's mocking all over the place. Maybe Yevon isn't quite what we expected. Wakka, dumbass.
And then he's like, "What? Why me? What else believe too? I mean, fuck."
Just pointing at Lulu.
What's a Machina doing in the temple?
That's the thing, right? This is like the it makes me think of Fahrenheit 451, where it gets into the fire chief's like fucking place, and he's got books everywhere. It's just like, oh fuck, you've been doing this shit the whole time. It's always those fuckers.
Oh, well, let me go use the save sphere. Fuck. Okay. I believe there's one down here, though.
Oh, great. This is awesome, because it's like every other Final Fantasy game, it's going to make you just walk staircase after staircase, just keep running. This one, they're like,
Here's an elevator.
Yeah, just fucking take the stair elevator.
Maybe
it's not an escalator. It's not really an elevator.
Maybe it's technically funicular.
Just fucking don't make us run down a spiral for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Pointed a gun in my face, brother. Didn't even know what a gun was, then I had one pointed in my face. There has to be a save sphere here. After all that.
The entrance to the trials.
Oh, good.
I wonder if Uni's really in there.
Let's go and see.
Let's go.
Oh, there's a primer.
Oh shit. How'd I miss that on my playthrough? Well, I missed it here again. Albed Meta Knights. We're an Albed Meta Knight. Sweet.
Way to go, Titus.
Way to go.